So what's up everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're across the street at my dad's farm, and he got this in December and we really haven't done anything with it, the land at least, since. And what we're gonna do today is we're gonna go around kind of assessing it and seeing what we need to do in order to put it into our system. So let's go. So first of all, these are not our cows, these are my friend's cows. Unfortunately we are gonna have to be moving them off of here very shortly. That way we can do what we want to do here. Now, first thing that I'm looking at is one, the grass is coming up, which is great, and it looks like it's pretty good grass, what is coming up. So the first thing that we're going to do here is we're going to get the cows off of it and let it rest for at least 21 days. During this spring flush, and it's really starting to grow, we want to be able to have this grow up as much as possible in those 21 days before we move our cows over here. And during those 21 days, we're going to be making some changes over here. First off is right about, let's see where we're going to go. It's going to be right around here, somewhere right in here, that we're going to be putting in our lane. So the lane is going to go probably about to the middle of the neighbor's chicken house, way out there to the fence. That way we can have somewhere to drive on, we have somewhere to hook into for the electric to go off of. So I calculated it out on Google Earth, because that's a great resource, and that's about 800 feet of a lane that's going to go that way and that way. So, and then off of that lane, going this way and this way, it's a little over 300 feet each way, which is perfect. Now why is that? Because everything across the street we've done in like 300-foot intervals. So it's real easy for me to do the math. Okay, we're going 100 feet by 300 feet, and just, I know that's, what is that? Shoot, just had it too. Like it's 3/4 of an acre, right? Yeah, it's about 3/4 of an acre. You're a pretty one. Hello there. You're a real pretty one, aren't you? Okay. Hey, you want me to pet you? No? Okay. She's a pretty one. So once we got our electric set up, also the perimeter fence, just fine. It holds in cows. It's what we need. There's nothing that we really need to change too much to it. So at this point we have our perimeter fence and we have our electric fence set up. Next thing we got to look at is water. And this property does have a pond, but I'm going to show it to you right now, and it does need some work. See this pond? It's not very good, because it's, what this is called, there's this very scientific word for it, it's called turbidity. That means that there's clay particles suspended in the water. Now there's a couple reasons for this, probably because the cows do come in here. You can see it's eroded out a little bit. So we are going to section this off from our cows. The cows are not going to be drinking out of this. And then we're going to be doing, it's going to be a whole process to fix this. I got to get my pH testers out. Got some gypsum that I think we're going to be able to throw in here that'll help. It's a chemical change to where it'll help bind the clay particles and make them sink to the bottom to where it clears up, because I don't really think that there's fish in here. So this is going to be probably a whole maybe 5 or 6 part series of us getting this pond back to, you know, where it's productive, where it's good, and where it's pretty, because right now, But the first step with the pond is to get the cows to stop getting in it and drinking out of it. And then we can start the whole process of fixing it. So what are we going to do for water? What we're going to do is we're going to hook up to the well that's here and run a water line like we do across the street, the exact same way, just from one end of the farm to the other, and then just have hookups right down the middle, and then just hook up the hose and move the hose along the electric fence just like the ladder rungs would be, just strip grazing it all the way back and forth, back and forth. So that part of this farm I have figured out. There's parts that I don't have figured out that I'm going to show you right now that I'd actually love your guys' input with, because I'm just really not sure, and hopefully, you know, we can come up with a solution together. Now this is the area that I'm talking about right over here, and we're going downhill, so this would be the west side of the property, down a little bit of a slope, not too much of a slope, but a little bit of a slope. My thinking is over here. See, it's full of brambles and blackberries and just kind of junky stuff, okay? This is good potential pasture later on once this stuff is cleared out. So my thinking is in this area over here is where we're going to put our pigs that we were talking about in our live stream. If you guys didn't catch the live stream, I think we might have another one coming up, because that was kind of fun. So I think we're going to put our pigs in here so they root up and eat all of this stuff here. They'll, from what I've seen and what I've read, and what other people have told me, that they'll just go to town on all these blackberries and just take them out, turn them into pork and bacon rather than just useless brambles. But what I have to figure out is if I want to put a fence here on this side to contain the cows from keeping them from going over there right now, or do I just want to take the electric fence and run the electric fence all the way from the lane to the fence that's back there. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out what we should do. Now there is grass back here, so there's stuff for them to eat, and there's, you know, shade trees. That's another thing that I got to consider, is that there's shade trees in order for them to get under when it's, you know, super hot, or, you know, we have a super bad storm come through. Now, do I put a fence in here all along the edges, fence it off, and just keep this kind of exclusively a pig paddock? Maybe. Do I put a fence in here and don't let the cows come in here, but have it be semi-temporary to where the pigs and cows can get in here? Maybe. Or do I not just put a fence in here at all and just, you know, put it up when I have the pigs in that certain area and run the line all the way to the fence? Maybe. So as you can see, I'm full of maybes. I don't know what the best idea is. As you can see, I can't get back here. There's little trails and stuff that the cows that have been here have formed, but I don't know what the correct move is to do over here. I know there is a correct move, but what is it? See, it goes down quite a ways. See, this isn't the fence. The fence is back there. So it's kind of, we'd be losing quite a bit of pasture. But this could be probably mowed down. I don't know what's all in here. So we might mow this down. I don't know what we should do. But what I do think I'll do is I'll end up running a water line over here to where, you know, when we do have the pigs over here, then, you know, we can fill up their water real easily. So that's probably a guarantee. Now over here in this back kind of corner section, what we're gonna do is, I think, because it's got a perfect kind of layout, I think this is where we're gonna put some sort of cabin, some sort of tiny house, some sort of maybe build on it and put like an Airbnb type of deal. That way anybody that wants to come check out what they're doing, anybody that wants to come stay on the farm, they can. And I think the perfect spot would be where you know, these kind of junky older trees, that one's dead right there, are, and it's flat right here, which is great. So imagine waking up in the morning and when this is all cleaned up, this is gonna be your view. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. But that's a little bit down the road. That's not right away. We have some logistical issues and some property line issues to where we'll figure it out. But I think 99.999% this is going to be the spot. So be sure to check that out in the near future, all right? Just came over here because I saw this. This is something that we're also going to have to fix. One of the neighbor's trees fell on the fence. Didn't take it out, which is great. But that's this is something that needs to get taken care of. So it looks like we're just gonna have some more firewood. Now there's two more things that I need you guys' opinion on because I don't know what to necessarily do about them, but check it out. So we had this new fence put in. This is part of the deal that we made when the property was purchased, but we had to take a fence out, and you can see right down this line, right where this berm is, this used to be the old fence line, and some of this is mowable here. Like I'd probably just mow this down, but there's in some places it's a pretty good sized berm. I'm thinking that it'll just kind of smooth out over time, and with the cows messing with it, but I'm trying to see if I should get it just scraped and leveled, or will that just make things worse? Sometimes this stuff, it's just better just to leave it rather than mess with it too much. So is it a big deal? No. It's something the cows have to step over, yes. Will I be able to mow this whole thing to where all the blackberries and brambles and stuff that have grown up on it get moved away or just get taken away? I don't think I'll be able to mow it because I think the blade will end up getting stuck unless I went like side to side, but I don't think that'll work either. I think the blade will get or at least the deck will get stuck in the dirt. So should I have it leveled off, or should I just let the cows do it over time? Now the last thing is here. This is where hay has been fed for quite a while, and as you can see, it's pretty bare ground, but it's like, I don't know what this is. Either I don't know if this is growable, like looking like black dirt, kind of composty, or if this is just overuse and just super compacted and just kind of looks okay on the top, but it doesn't really look too okay because there's not much growing on it. I just don't know how to fix this. Do I unroll some hay on this? Maybe, or does that just add to the problem? Do I just leave it and just let it rest and let the plants, just whatever grows up kind of thing, and it'll heal itself? Do I keep the cows off of here for a while? Probably. I think that's what I know that I'll do. Do I seed this? One of the ideas that I had for right over here was putting, I still have a couple bags of the sorghum Sudan grass that I threw out last year, and maybe putting that over here. That way we get just a ton of biomass that we can lay down, or have the cows eat some of it, and then lay down and just kind of give this a covering. I don't know what the correct move is for here. So tell me your thoughts. This is, I mean, stuff's growing up. Do I just leave it? Do I mess with it? Do I seed it? What do I do? And that's really what's great about this whole YouTube little community that we're building here. Hey, over 5,000 subscribers. Thank you guys big time again for that. Is that I can come on here and ask some questions and ask some advice, and then, you know, show what I've done. Hopefully you guys can take away from that aren't as experienced as I am or some of the other people on here. So this is just really just a learning process, and we'll get this figured out. You know, if something doesn't work, we'll try something else. If it does work, we'll keep doing more of it. And the stuff that I've implemented across the street that has worked, we're just gonna bring it over here and you know, do the same thing, expect the same results kind of thing. So this will be a lot of fun building, so I hope you guys stick around to see what we turn this into, what this becomes, and how much faster we can get this going now that we have knowledge than we did across the street, and how many less mistakes that we'll make here. So hit that subscribe button down below, ring the notification bell so you get notified when we put up new videos. Hit the like button because it really does help with the YouTube algorithm. It boosts our video up and it gets us hopefully more views and maybe more subscribers, which would be great. And then also really drop a comment down below and give me your input, give me your advice on just a couple issues that they're just logistical issues that we have about making this place better. All right, thanks, bye.